Welcome back, folks, to Tales of Equestria, Misty's Island. I'm your host and DM, Lord Lucan, and we've been back. We've been back from a bit of a vacation reprieve from 2 weeks ago, where we left the party in
Yeah.
disarray and randomness,
Well,
unexpected
mostly left
randomness.
Silver in disarray.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Rip Silver.
But he survived. He survived.
Oh,
That's
oh
the
no,
important
wait.
thing.
Oh, no, wait. Butters is doing a thing too.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot about that. It all got lost in the potion chaos.
I don't even remember what I was doing before
Good.
game, but
I
Good.
don't either.
Good. You don't.
I
You
think you
don't
were looking
remember.
for rubber. I think you were
Good.
looking for rubber.
You're fine. No. Don't remember. Don't
You
remember.
were
Who
looking for
knows?
rubber, and then chaos
Who
ensued
knows?
because you rolled a 1.
Who knows? Hug Papa, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and who you're playing tonight?
hello, I am Hunk Papa, also known as Jesse Zeloff. Tonight I'll be playing Butters, and I am out of game, an author and game master.
Yes, very much so. Did you know that your pony icon is a bit messed up? Your full-size butter's not there.
I did not. I will change that.
Oh, yeah. And then Silver, well, Golden, who are you playing tonight?
Hello, hello everyone. I am Golden Glow playing Silver Flare. It is confusing. Gold is silver. Yes, I know. Uh, at a game, I am a up and coming game master, and I play way too many tabletop games. Seriously, like way too many. At least once a day, excluding Thursday.
I wish I had
I have
that opportunity.
issues.
I wish I had that opportunity.
I have
Sweet.
issues.
It's like, hey man, we gaming tonight? We gaming? We gaming?
We gaming tonight?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Is it Thursday?
Always gaming.
Yes.
All right. So guys, what happened last time? You guys remember? Can you recap everything that happened last time?
I remember magic items were lit on fire, which was very handy for telling what items were
Yeah,
magic.
because Poison Joke is insane, apparently. I messed up my Poison Joke and all of my things caught on fire.
Do I need to pull up that random chart again too? I'm going to bring it up just in case. So there was more than that.
I'm
More
gonna
than just
leave
bad
it
stuff.
alone for a little bit,
Yeah.
but Butters was also looking for rubber, and then madness ensued because he also rolled a 1, I think.
I mean, that was a series of misfortunate things.
Yeah, no, that session was bad.
I should have brought that
That
up.
session was just
I
a whole
charmed
lot
my
of
way out of it. I think it was
no-rolls.
The
I
spiders.
think it was
yes.
more spiders.
You got more
Because
silk.
I think it looks like looking at the chat logs, I did charm my way out of it.
Shouldn't have
Charm
been
your
too
way out of
challenging.
everything. That gives nothing away, Butters.
If you want to avoid combat,
that gives nothing away, HP. You charm your way out of everything.
put it into charm.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He's charming for a sad clown.
Not all bad things happen. Silver
Oh.
Flare learned quite a bit of
Didn't-
stuff about his equipment. Not all of it
Yeah,
caught
I-
on fire.
Bright side of my flaming, losing my potions, all that work. I learned that the turquoise dragon symbol of what the turquoise. Can I read this actually? Can't. The dragon symbol and the gold lamp are also magical, and so as I thought was the mind medallion. And I think I remember. I scrolled up through the chat and I found this charm 1, charm 20. And I think I remember this. Didn't we get the heart last episode?
Yes, you guys did. You guys left the scene of the frozen tree, as you guys recall. You also had an encounter with bats, fruit bats, but nothing really came of it.
Oh, I
Yeah, we
think
kind
that's
of
what it
ignored
was
the
the
bats.
fruit bats. I think that was the last one, was the fruit bats encounter.
Yeah, and before that,
And
you
That
guys
got
might have
lit
been
on
what it
fire.
was, yeah.
And then Winterzilla, you guys had a challenge with that. But, now we're going back.
Oh yeah, there's the Winterzilla, but we kind of
aced that
ignored
one.
him.
You guys aced that one.
Yeah. We
was
kind of
trying.
just
Trying to run
we
off with
finessed
all
our
your
way out of
stuff.
that thing right there.
Trying to run off with all your stuff, and you guys, too good.
We burned all the good rolls on that fight.
That's probably what happened. And then it just...
All of them.
We burned all of them. We got to Drizzle Heart. I had to use a token to help.
Mhm.
The nat 20 happened. We got the heart, and then it all went downhill from there.
It did. Yes, it did.
Before we continue, remember that you can add 3 tokens of friendship. So
Always remember that.
Yep.
Yes. And spend them just as quickly to make me more powerful. Don't forget that, too. I have
always odd
tons-
numbers. Never spend even numbers. Collect.
Tons of
Yes, I
resources.
know you have tons. I still believe I have more than you.
Probably.
We're going to try to keep it that way.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, we've only got,
I think I have like
4 or 5
28.
more episodes?
I have like
This is
28.
I know he has more than 40.
For the audience at
Things
home,
can
let's
get
have a look-see.
really dark, really fast.
Let's have a look-see. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. And I spent 3 last time, too. So
Yeah.
we know how high I got.
Oh yeah.
I almost broke 50.
Also, yay!
Yeah.
I got a new book.
What's the
And
book?
Happy Boy.
Lord of the Rings? What about Lord of the Rings?
Wings of Fire, Darkstalker.
Ah, cool. Put in a plug. All right. So the scene opens up with...
I'll give you the link to 2ET's something, I guess, for you to put in the description.
Sure, yeah, why not? So we open
Don't
up
see
the
why
scene.
not.
Yep, we open up the scene. And we see Butters and Silver Flare traveling through the forest, which you guys are still at. What are they talking about? What are they discussing as, like, Silver Flare is, like, patting himself down and, like, his little tokens are still a little bit...
I'm just looking at the pile of empty bottles and just...
Yep. And Butters is wrapping his spider silk up, right? What is everybody doing?
In the background, Butters with the sad violin.
You can't see it. It's just him rubbing his paws together. Or his hooves together.
List.
It's the world's smallest violin, just...
Yes.
Randomness, man. Randomness.
You notice that Yepusub is starting to get a little overgrown now.
Yeah. And not only that, he continues to stare at your medallion. Every so often he reaches for it, but you, in your wise and cunning ways, always seem to put his ship back because he critically failed. And it is clear and obviously that he wants it. That has not changed. The Breezies, of course, are in their little house and the back of the cart, right? And they're shaking back and forth, and that's what we open up the scene on, right? What are you guys doing? Where are you guys heading? What are you guys talking about?
Butters is trying to think of more ammo to load into Pesta Gigante, and he's going over the plans that he has for the Breezy's home. He wasn't able to complete it last session, but it's halfway built.
Excellent.
So he's going over the building plan.
I think I made like a freaking poison joke water balloon for Gigante to shoot out at some point, right?
Yeah, you are weaponizing
that's what
poison
caused
joke.
it.
Yep. You guys
I
are
was
literally
weaponizing poison joke.
Yep.
It's a dangerous business, but if I can do it, it's worth it.
And remember, it only
Except for the
affects
fact that
organics,
it's
so-
completely random and could be a benefit to the enemy. Like instantly healing everyone in a 10x10 square.
I don't think... I mean, you'll have to find out and roll.
That
knows?
has happened before. for
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I mean, the randomness is real. I mean, it's totally. I mean, it's weaponized. Poison joke.
Weaponized chaos. I think
Yep.
Discord would be proud of us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think he has to show up. You guys just do it on your own.
Discord is very proud of Silver, at least, because he's the one doing it.
I think he's in the dice. To be honest with you, he's in the dice.
I mean, fair.
There's total randomness.
You want to channel randomness? Oh, you want to channel randomness? Oh, you will only channel randomness.
It is true.
He destroys everything but my randomness.
So the forest is very old growth. You've noticed like the weather's changed slightly, right? Because of all the open areas that you now see. Usually you couldn't see,
Yeah,
your
like
hoof
our-
before your front, and all of a sudden, like you can see maybe a
Now it's
mile
just-
away, right? Things are starting to open up for you guys. Yeah. But maybe that's just the changing of the seasons. Who knows?
It's about to be summer now. You can't see anything over the sunlight. Oh no. We're blind.
Yeah. Blind as a bat.
I think we're still in the encounter map.
Yes. We'll shift over. Why aren't you guys where I'm at? There we go.
Because you didn't move the player's tag.
Whoops. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Roll 20 is weird.
There we go. Where are you guys going next?
I think we were going to the hills for the village.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
We were making our way
Oh, we're
towards
almost
the
there
swamp
anyways.
town.
Yeah,
We
we're almost
think.
there anyways, so...
Excellent.
Ish.
Roll me a navigation as you continue to progress towards. Where are you heading? Towards Swamp Town? Where are you heading?
Swamp Town, yeah. Navigation.
20. Ah, not 20.
18.
Go ahead and place yourself.
We take those. I'm waiting for my sheet to minimize so I can move. There we go.
Want
Having a
those
very
stories?
laggy day.
I want those stories. Excellent.
I think from here we can just start going right. Right.
Cool.
I keep forgetting the frickin' perspective of this map. Is this way east or north? I keep forgetting which way is which on this freaking
So-
map.
Up is always north. Down is always south. East is always to your right. West is always to your left.
I know that. I just meant on this map because this map. I remember where there was like a whole episode where I was extremely confused because I didn't know the map's actual frickin'.
So to be
The
clear,
answer is
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So to be clear, you had failed a navigation roll, and I had messed with you, right? Right.
And Butters didn't understand it, but he was certain he did.
Right. Because the fog is supposed to get you lost, right? Like that's kind of the point of the mysterious map. Can you trust the map? Can you trust it? I mean, it's 1,000-year-old map. Can you
Now
trust it?
that we've had it edited and updated.
Just to be clear, just to iron this and clad, who has the map? Because
Butters
this might
has
happen.
the map.
Okay, Butters has the map.
Butters
Just
has
to
the
be
map.
clear,
the map
because
and he didn't
Silver.
make Silver look from it because Silver has apparently a touch
Might
of
or
destruction.
might not be prone to lighting up and spontaneously
Silver is
combusting.
accident prone apparently.
I mean, that would have. I
Silver is
think
very accident prone.
just to be clear, Butters has the old map that Princess Celestia had given you to in the original storyline. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
yes. I did not know the map was magical.
I was like, well, there goes the entire map. Delete.
Yeah, no, just that's awful.
Randomness, man.
I didn't
Randomness.
think the map was actual magic. I didn't think the map was actually magical. You say the mist parts. I assume the mist just parts in front of us. I didn't think on the map the mist is just gone.
I mean, it's 1,000 years old. It's been a while since the map's been back.
The dust is shifting.
Yep. It's been a while. Been a while.
Well, time to try to rebuild my supply. What do we need first?
There you go. You tell me, what are you going to rebuild? Also, you have a lovely selection of items with you.
Did I ever make Gigante fireproof?
That's a good question.
I can't. I think you did.
I think so, yeah?
Fire resistant, not proof.
Yeah.
Nothing is fireproof. Yeah.
Best I can do. The best I can do.
Gain resistance to it.
I could make oil.
You can make oil.
Fight fire with fire. No. The description of the lamp said maybe something that'll happen if oil's put in it.
Who knows?
I can't make oil. What am I doing?
Might be able to find it
Yeah.
if we go towards the hills and the mountains.
Yeah. As it is, God.
What do you guys do?
Well, first, gonna tend to the plant, let it grow out a little bit more.
Okay.
The plant.
Yep. It's in its native soil.
Precision
It's a
talent.
weed. It's growing. It's perfectly fine.
Precision talons roll. Be careful.
You're fine.
18, we take those.
Yeah, fine.
2 18s in a row, we take those.
Yep, get those out of the way on survival stuff. I'm ready for the lower rolls when it really matters. It super matters.
Yeah, that's gonna happen too.
Yep.
It always does. Crud, I don't know what I want to make. Is the problem.
Well, what is Butters doing this while we're thinking of what Silver's making?
Butters is going to spend his remaining 5 points of Tinker that he needed to complete the upgrades to the Breezy.
Excellent. He's making a mansion, as we all recall. Has a hot tub and everything. Roll me charm with an upgrade as you impress the Breezies. See how this looks. To see if they want any remodeling. They want remodeling. They're like, no, your big hooves are. No, the house is over here. And he's like, that's right.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh.
They are not
man.
happy. They're not satisfied. Is that upgraded, by the way? That is upgraded. And they say,
I already have a D20. I can't upgrade it
Oh,
past that.
do that. Yep. So even with your advantage, they still want changes and adjustments. You know how homeowners are, right? So I wanted clay siding, not wood siding. I want bricks. I want bricks. They are picky and nitpicking you on the fine details of Breezy architect. You know they have big heads,
I should probably
right?
make more.
Yeah, they have these big heads. They want domes, right? Not square. Walkways, right? They have these big heads and those little antennas, and they keep bumping their heads against the square walkways.
Arms. I guess we don't really need more fire resistance because we have all the wool, which is apparently fire resistant, which I did not know.
Heat resistant too. It's
Very
got a lot
weird.
of resistance. It's also keeps you warm as well.
Would I be able to have you make me a potion or just say, I'm going to see what I can do with the honeysuckle? Because I honestly have no clue what I want to do.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a
I
mind.
have 2
and I'll
things
think
of
something.
honeysuckle. I'm just going to,
Sure. Go ahead.
see what I can make out of
Don't
that.
forget, you can identify stuff too. Hint. You don't have to make stuff. You have several options before you. You can gather materials. You can identify objects and items. You can also craft items.
I
You
could
can
probably try to identify the dragon symbol.
try to associate
All I
with the
know is that if-
breezies more.
I've done all I can with Misty's mind.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me
Well,
a
I
mind
haven't
as
done-
you try to identify something.
I actually
18
haven't
will
done
do
much
something.
with Misty's mind now that we've got the. What, identify the dragon or the mind symbol and heart symbol?
What do you do?
The question is, will Butters allow me to borrow the heart symbol so I can examine the two together?
Well, you have your own symbol, right?
It's gotta be one at a time.
Yep.
One roll
No,
per.
I was going
you
to
gotta do
identify
it one
how
at
they
a
would
time.
react together. I was going to identify how they react together.
You'll have to choose one or the other, right? So you're taking time to
Mind
identify
body.
the item, right?
Yo!
Holy! Okay, so to be clear, what are you identifying?
The heart, if Butters will allow me.
Okay. Butters, do you allow this?
Yeah.
We take those.
Should I make you spend a token of darkness? Should I spend a token of darkness, make you re-roll that? I might. I could totally be a dick. Should I do it? No, you guys earn a little bit of reprieve.
I earned that bit of mercy, man.
You earn this.
Jesus.
You earn this. Since you identified it, Silver, you get to have a look-see at it as well.
Yep.
Boom.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
Oh, it's a body check. What? Why is it a body check? Oh, it's a body. Yeah, that's the heart. I never got a nat 20 on the mind.
Nope.
Shit.
Haven't ever gotten above a 15. You've gotten close. You got a 14. But you've never identified the multiple checks.
Wait, I had to roll body to observe this, though.
No, this is mine.
Oh,
Let's make
so
sure.
why is
Let's
it
make
saying
sure.
body on the thing?
An edit mistake on my part.
Yeah, Medallion of the Heart, DC 15 body check, DC 18 body check, DC 19 body check.
No, it's all mine. It's all mine to identify these items. Yeah. Although I do have
So
them
we'll
as
just have these
charmed
abilities.
body and yeah. So I must have been thinking of other things when I was
Yeah.
filling out this stuff. So it is all
Well,
mine. Just be clear.
so-
Yeah, you did identify it all.
Huh. So it's just you make the check every time you want to use one of those abilities. You can do that ability now.
So in order to identify a magical item,
I
it
have
requires a
to-
mind.
Do I have a D12 of Stout Heart now that I've gotten nat 20 on this thing? Is the question.
So who has it? That's my question.
What?
Who has the medallion of the
Who
heart?
was wearing the medallion of the heart?
You had it, but you lent it to me so I could use it and identify it.
So who has it now?
So are you giving it back to
Apparently-
Butters,
Right.
or are
Uh,
you keeping it
Right.
and
After I
keeping
find
both
out what it
medallions?
does, I give it back. Yeah.
Okay. So
I,
who
I, I
has
give
it?
it back.
Do you
'cause I'm-
tell him its properties?
I definitely would. Silver would mostly say it incredulously, like, "Holy sh! This does a lot."
It doesn't tell Butters anything. Do you go through and
like,
explain everything
Yeah,
detail by
he,
detail?
he would explain what it does. He's
Yep.
explaining what it does.
It's like,
Okay.
holy crap! Look at this. Look at all of it,
Yeah,
what it
basically.
does. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Okay,
surprised we
that's-
didn't uncover more, but that's okay.
Were you expecting more?
I mean, that's just.
I
think it's
mean,
just all
coming
three
from
of
your
these
other
powers.
games, those important, powerful artifacts usually have an additional hidden property to them. That's a stupid high DC.
Is it? For an object that you know nothing about?
I remember some of those 25 and 30 DCs you had on those items that I
Oh,
just
yeah.
barely squeezed out.
Okay, so those are like world-changing items, right? Those are world changers. This is just a little island.
This is island changing.
This is an Equestria world-changing event. This is a little island in Equestria that you guys are exploring. This isn't, I turn into a frickin' phoenix and am able to destroy pockets of the map. Right.
Yo, that second one. That second one is great. It's
Oh, no,
a
he's
free
unhappy with it.
body check once
Butters,
again.
why don't you give it back to Silver Flare since you're unhappy with it?
I'll take it.
I didn't say I wasn't
Gladly.
happy with it. I was just
Okay,
saying
alright.
that I'm surprised. Because I
I
know
mean,
your
you already
magic
got
items.
Stout
I
Heart.
know Lucan's magic items.
Mind you,
You
these are
already
also
got
quest
Stout
items,
Heart.
too.
Those are. The first one is kind of.
Mind you, it's any race
Eh?
that gains that. Any race. And you don't have to level it up,
Exactly.
right? You don't have to put any points into it. It's an
I-
automatic freebie.
I could really use that if
And
I.
Butters is like, oh, this isn't very powerful at all. Oh, I am disappointed in you, DM.
That's not what I was saying. I was saying I am surprised
Oh, you have
there wasn't a DC 25 or 30 check
Oh,
that
no.
was revealed with a natural. That's what I was saying.
I'm
I'm
just gonna,
surprised there wasn't that extra rung.
No, that's not in.
If
this
I
one.
ever nat 20 the Mind Medallion, I'm gonna see if you want to trade because I kind of want that now. That's really good instead of the first one.
Good, the players are
first
fighting
one's
for
kind
it,
of a
wasn't
bluff.
it? Well, I mean,
kinda
it
want
gives
that
you
one, but I
kind
wanna
of a
give that
hint.
back to you.
It kind of gives you at the hint of what the others are capable of. So, who
Yeah,
knows?
like if I'm able to roll decently on the Mind Medallion for once.
I mean, you can always spend tokens of friendship. Hint,
No.
hint. You can always spend tokens of friendship to automatically identify them.
And then we
It doesn't
move on to
cost
the
anything.
Night.
Just go ahead and spend tokens of friendship. I'm trying to help you guys out. Trying to
Night
help you guys.
navigation.
Yep, go ahead.
Nighttime navigation. Here we go.
You guys are fine.
Give me. Well, it was a 3 and a 13. Okay, dice.
You guys are fine. You guys are
Nice.
fine.
And then daytime navigation.
Yep. What are you guys doing during the day?
Oh, there's the 19. There's the 19 I needed.
Oh,
Rip.
Oh.
Oh,
Those
the
are hot
13 and a
dice.
19. God.
Hot dice.
The dice always roll one under, like, the max, except for when I really don't need it. Okay, well,
It's a brand new day. What are you boys doing? The breezies are, of
gonna
course, complaining to you, Butters. Oh, yeah, you do speak their language.
He does speak breezy, so
buddies.
he's putting notes down. He's just nodding and writing notes.
This wallpaper's wrong. It needs to be flowers and rainbows and sunshine. It's not plain
It's-
white.
it's like Gordon Ramsay, but for house decoration.
Yep. Man, these healers are
think
so
the plant-
difficult to please.
Oh, that box was tiny. I got
Yeah,
scared.
it's fine. It's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. What are you doing, Butters?
He's going to be taking notes, but he's going to be finishing the upgrades on Pastel Gigante.
Excellent. Burning through your charges. I love it. I love it. All the easier to break.
Time to see if I can nat 20 the Mind Medallion. Here we go.
Just spend the friendships, man. Just spend the friendship tokens. You get it. Oh, you do find out something.
I got one of them.
You did.
Thank God.
All right. See, there we go. There we go. You have the mind. Interesting. But bloop. And save changes. Bum, bum, bum. Do you tell Butters what it does? I'll show Butters as well.
It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same... What? That first ability is the exact same one as the heart. It's the fog and mist for a downgrade thing. Okay. So I guess I gotta roll 18 and 19 to be able to find the unique properties.
Yeah, those are common properties. There's just like items that are just like, oh, that's kind of nice to have. Yeah.
I mean, like medallion unique, because like those two have the same first ability. What? Did I move us forward? I think I did.
Yes, you did move it forward. Is anybody doing anything special that night?
Nope. Sleep.
Okay.
What was Butters doing today? I was dealing with a thing.
He was spinning some
Upgrading.
charges. Yep.
He was upgrading the wood ponies.
Lots and lots of charges he's blowing.
Night navigation. 19
Fine.
again.
Yeah, you guys are awesome at this. You guys are quite comfortable in
Yo,
the woods.
hold up. Hover your mouse over that 19. I rolled 2 of them. I rolled 2
Back to back.
19s.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Why couldn't one of those have been my investigation?
I don't know, man. I don't know why you're not a unicorn and it's easier to identify.
Daytime navigation,
Yep.
here we go.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
12.
It's a brand new day. Go ahead and place yourself.
That was almost a 20. That was almost a 20 on one of those. Freaking
Good.
3D dice are giving me a heart attack.
Oh, please roll a 20 on navigation. Please do. Please do. Story time.
Sentences like that is why I don't want to roll 20s on navigation.
In the distance, you see what appears to be a massive river. You're about a day's travel away from it, but you can see it in the distance. Perhaps this is some border of some sort.
Well, I did it before. I could fly us over the river.
Yeah.
I could hook myself up to the cart, get you in the cart, just go. Borrow the heart, use the abilities. Just go for it. Give it back to you. That's something we could do tomorrow. But as it is, tend to the plant.
Yep. You're fine.
18.
It's
you
growing.
take those.
It's being successful.
Oh,
It is
it's
growing.
It's been about 6 days of plant growth. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And identify the mine medallion. Come on, nat 20. That was an 11.
The medallion reveals no more secrets to you, unfortunately. Butters, are you... Yeah, you're spinning charges, right? Anything else that you're doing?
He's already spent the charges.
Oh.
He is going to look for some rose.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me a sweet, sweet mind or navigation or survival. Is that a crit? Yeah, it is a crit.
Nice. Oh.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me
Well,
a
crit,
dice
please.
6. It's an upgraded D4. Yeah, you obtained
we
4
take those.
dosages of rosehip. Here in the riverbed, right? Here in the riverbed, you find several bushes of rosehip. And they are burying. Usually they bury in the winter, but strange enough, There's berries on this one, and you get 4 dosages of rosehip. Anything else?
What was the rose hip for again? Was that healing?
Making healing pies, giant healing pies.
Yep.
It counts as pony bomb.
You're just
Yep.
gonna hide its face for health.
Weaponized pony bomb.
Just Pastel Gigante.
I had to
He's
look
gonna
that up.
turn his
I
camera
was
on
like,
us.
what is this? What is this nonsense?
I'm just picturing heat of battle. Pastel Gigante's cannon turns around.
It shoots you.
So it's like, wait, what? Wait, what are you doing?
With a giant pie,
Pie.
like look like a
Giant
white
pie.
cream pie, and you feel better for it.
Yep, it turns. It turns upon you.
The healing pie.
Yep. The machinations of ranged combat.
Oh God.
Yep.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
You always roll a 1 and be like, oh no, it hurts so good. All
I
right.
sleep.
Oh, go ahead and roll me that sweet,
Night
sweet
navigation.
night navigation.
We sleep.
What?
That
What?
was
Aw.
a wide.
You guys are
drop.
fine. How boring.
God, one of those.
How
One of those.
boring.
dice
Told
was
you
flying.
guys would make it in
Jesus.
time. Make it this episode. All right, this is a brand new day. The fog is clearing and everyone lifting up, and you see the crisp
Navigation.
waters before you. In the distance, you notice some, every so often, a breeze of stink waves towards you. But it's strange. But who knows?
What are these doubles? I rolled 2 10s.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Go ahead and place yourself
I
as
don't
you
understand these
head
doubles.
towards the river.
And I will escort us over the river.
Excellent.
As we get to the riverbanks, Butters is going to use the rest of his charges to build a raft. If it looks like it's that long, if it's not going to be that big to where Pastel can just climb everyone across, then if it looks like it's going to be a large river, Butters will just build a raft.
You find yourselves in the middle of a marsh. You realize that this is kind of getting... The biodome is changing drastically. You notice that the trees are starting to wither and die.
This seems bad.
Stink begins to fill your nostrils as you approach this strange area. Be unnatural or natural, it exists.
How's my plant looking?
Oh, your plant's
That's
fine.
fine.
Plants grow here.
Time to tend to the plant.
Butters is going to ask for Silver to check out the manacles,
17.
since Silver figured out the heart medallion. The bracers, golden bracers.
Excellent.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me mind.
Here we go. It's a
You'll
white
have an
box.
upgrade dice if you help. Okay,
16.
so...
Better than Butters
I
could
can't
do.
upgrade it. I have a D20. I can't upgrade it. 16.
Giant... Okay, there we go. You both learned this. This one seems to be a fairly common item. There we go. And then paste
DC
this.
is not that high.
Right.
Good to know.
There we go.
And this plant of poison joke is a week old. Here we go. I have not killed a plant in 1 week. It survived this long. I am very proud of myself.
Silver Flare, you are also very confident that you have discovered everything there is to find about these bracers. There's nothing more that you can learn about them.
Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. Oh, that's once per adventure?
Yes, once per game session or adventure or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Okay.
These items are very handy now that the DM has so many tokens of darkness. We don't want to give him any more, so any of the extra free rerolls we can get, the better.
Yeah. So it gives Giganta a free reroll to any downgraded body check.
It's any failed body check.
Yeah.
He just has to downgrade it for that check, which is perfectly fine when he's at a D20.
Then it becomes a D12, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because like
Which is pretty good.
the D20s are
I failed,
Yeah, it's
but
pretty
I
good.
still
That's like
get,
a
I
critical,
still get
like a
chance.
natural 1 on Poison Joke. Well, let's just
Yeah.
reroll.
Yep. I failed this, but I'm going to call upon my bracers to reroll that. Yeah, it requires a large animal. Remember, a large creature, in order for it to
so
work.
Gigante, who has the gigantic water balloons of Poison Joke bomb.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. See, it's perfect. It's perfect. Let's see here. I need you both to give me perceptions as we cross into this domain.
I will give my telescope to Buttersweet as an upgrade. I should probably just rename my navigation skill to perception, huh?
I wouldn't do
Because
that
that's effectively what I use it for.
because it is definitely
Actually, it's just
navigation.
flat mind for perception. I'm a fool. Uh-oh, that's a thin box. I'm concerned already. That's 2.
You're too excited about the golden bracers to notice. Butters is too excited about the golden.
I'm too distracted.
So,
I'm
guys
too
are just too happy.
distracted.
Yep. Too
Django!
happy. Too happy.
Django got an 8.
Yeah.
Well, that's if it's
Uh,
like an enemy or something. If there's some reason to be alerted to us, he would.
This is peering through the fog. You see if you notice this land mark. Jangle. Is Jangle your warning?
That's the
line?
noisemaker.
Yeah.
That's the alarm.
He sounds the alarm, and he points south, following the river. However, as you both look out into the scene, whatever there was out there, the fog must cover it up or something because you guys rolled really bad. So he points it out to you, but you guys unfortunately don't see it. The fog covers it up too quickly in some sort of a
Django
roll.
sounded the alarm. I'm gonna smack these bracers back onto Gigante.
Make sure that's in his inventory.
It is.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, that's. And then I need one more perception for you guys to see if you guys notice this one last thing in this biodomain. See if you guys can see it.
Another thin box. I'm concerned.
Okay.
6.
This is actually a higher DC than the last one. That one's the easier one. So,
Great.
Butters, go ahead and roll me that perception as Jangles.
Don't forget, you have your upgrade.
Butters!
You have hooves. You broke my telescope, I
What
think.
else would you like to use a token of friendship?
Oh, dang. The stealthy's all.
He had an upgrade ocular implant. No, Butters is gonna take. We're gonna take the 1.
Okay, you're going to take the 1? Okay, let's see here. I am going
Take
to
the
call
L. We're taking
upon...
the L.
Tell me how you poke your eye and you get all depressed about it. Tell me about how you bring it up, right? Poke. And I call upon your depression.
I got concerned. I thought you were gonna break my telescope, and just no.
No, this is on Butters. This is on Butters. Tell me how this depression
isn't quite
starts
used
creeping.
to using a telescope.
Yeah, you got hooves. This ain't gonna work.
And he pokes himself in the eye with the telescope, trying to see out of it. And he just kind of stops
backwards.
with the telescope in his eye as tears slowly start to stream from that eye, and he finally pulls it out and just slumps to the ground.
Sorry about that.
The breezes come up to you, always
Butters
demanding, right?
storms
Always
off again.
demanding. Yep. Demanding you to fix their house, right? They're in your face and like, yeah, fix the house, fix the house. Get off your butt, you lazy pack mule. This does not contribute, right? This contributes to your depression, right? You know, that oversensing feeling of overwhelming work, right? You've been working hard, right? These past couple of days. You've made the mansion, right? Breezies weren't happy about it. You've had to repair your stuff, right? You've been overworked, and nobody's appreciated your efforts. And it's just starting to gather on your subconscious.
Oh, poor Butter.
And then that eye poke, right? It was that eye poke that did it in. It's like, oh, I'm such a klutz, right? Tell me a little bit about Butters' depression, right? This is a full-blown episode.
After a few minutes, he just slumps to the side, like the horse is laying down in the dirt. He just lays there.
Just lays there. Of course, they got the breezies like poking you to get
Silver
up.
goes over and gives
Right.
him a hug.
He
Silver goes
still
over and
just
gives him
lays
a
there.
hug.
He doesn't move.
He just like looks at the breezies and gives him like a little stare.
They don't understand. They don't know what's going on. He's the funny one.
I'm
He's
not
the
even
clown.
talking to them. Just
Yeah.
I'm just like.
Well, they talk to you, but you
intimidating
don't
bird
understand
face.
them, right? They talk to you.
Intimidating bird face.
Sure, go ahead and
Angry.
roll me a charm as you're like.
I have a
"Hold up."
really bad charm, but
Yeah.
but this should work. Probably not actually,
Okay, that's
but 6.
Against their D20 charm.
Well, they're not rolling off, right? They're focused on poor Butters, putting on more pressure. Like, hurry up, Butters! Hurry up, get up and do your job.
They start poking him to try and get him to move, and it's just like poking and exhausted and dead.
And you get Silver Flare, right? Who comes over, looms over them, like, okay, biggins, okay. And they start backing off. There is one thing. Since Butters is now laying down, I need Epsilon
I think
to
he
make
got
a
to-
move on his medallion.
Oh balls, right?
Yep.
Do you want a mind roll then, or what do you want?
Tell me. So this is your character, right? Epsilon's been planning this, right? He's been planning this for a long time. Tell me how he's going to take the medallion from the horse that is just laid down.
So he's been slowly getting overgrown. So he's using his new tendrils to try and wrap a vine under the medallion and pull it off.
Yep. Go ahead and this would be yep. Oh, that's pretty good for Epsbub. And Butters, what are you doing? How are you countering this?
He doesn't. He just lays there.
Silver Flare, like you've
I
seen.
will.
Yep, you've noticed this. Oh yeah, you notice like Epsbub's like yanking the chain off of the down horse. What are you going to do to stop
No.
Epsbub?
I just walk over to him and just
Flick.
No.
Flick. Okay. Tell me how you're doing this. Like, are you just like flicking them off, or what are you doing?
no just hands.
Just
grab
push them
the,
off. Roll me a
grab the
body.
medallion. Just
Body versus body. Body versus body. As you're just pushing them off.
I'm not doing it to hurt him. Just
Okay, I know.
push.
Oh well, that's a 2.
I'm not in the mood. Oh god, that's a 4. I'm fine.
Excellent.
I hate seeing the
easily
little
just,
tiny
like-
boxes, little 2D dice rolling. Just
Step aside.
Leave him
You
alone.
gently brush Epsbub off of the poor down Butters. What are you doing, Silver Flare? Yours is
I'm just
laying in the
gonna
mud. And by the
sit-
way, it is mud, right?
sit. Yeah, that's not great for your makeup.
You guys really are like in
I'll-
a riverbed, right? It's in like a riverbed.
Yeah. I'll frickin' just sit down with him and try to cheer him up a bit.
Don't
Not
give
good
up,
at
Butters.
this.
Don't give up. Don't give in to the swamp of despair. No, Butters. No.
Oh, that's what this is. Oh no.
He just sighs and pushes a little strand of his mane out of his eyes that was hanging.
Butters, it's fine. It was only one mistake. You've been amazing this entire journey. One mistake shouldn't make you lose yourself. And this entire time, like, Silver has laid down beside him, and he's got a wing draped over him.
Give me a luck roll. Roll a D100.
Is that a...
Yep,
That's
D100.
100, oh boy. Come
'Cause
on!
oh, well, that's okay. It does not start
90.
to rain. It does not start to rain.
90!
That
We take those.
That would have been sweet.
That would have sucked.
Yeah. Butter's laying down in a riverbed, and it starts to rain.
Yeah, that would have sucked. Luckily, we get the cute scene instead of the annoying scene.
Butters still doesn't move. He's still laying down in the mud.
He's depressed. Silverflare, it seems to be like you're the only one that can get him up if you can.
I will, little nod, pick him up and set him on Penelope, hook her up to me, and keep pressing on for the rest of the day. Till night.
Butters, he picks you up. And Silverflare takes the workhorse position, right?
Just a bunch of dead weight.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Butters doesn't move.
Go ahead and roll me navigation, Silver.
Take a rest, Butters. You need it.
As it becomes dark. One.
A wide box, I'm
Not even
fine.
20.
19. Oh. No event for you.
It would have been so good, too. Had it have happened just then.
No event
No
for
rain.
you.
No special event. What is happening? Maybe I should spend 3 tokens for you to automatically fail. So much add-on. Nah, I'm not going to be that evil. Soon, though. Soon. The evil is building up. I will resist this evil just a little bit longer.
We need a break.
Yes.
We need a break from the BS that is the dice.
I mean, the thing is, if you make him roll a 1, that still doesn't give you your 20 story time.
That is true. 1 is just a
It just gives me a combat. It just probably gives combat. Yeah. Or something. It's probably going to be combat because Butters is depressed and he's not going to do anything to try to pacify.
Oh, that is true. You are on the edge of a new biodome, which means that there are new creatures, and the challenges have been stepped up. So a 1 might not be bad.
Yeah, so there's just a 1 in 10 shot of bad.
You are in a new
better than
biodome.
the 1 in... Yeah, but Silver's going to keep pressing on till nightfall.
Excellent. I believe that was the nightfall roll, wasn't it? Navigation?
Oh, then...
You guys are safe.
Okay.
Tell me where you find shelter. Because it's not raining.
A rocky overhang. Probably the driest place I can find for him.
Excellent.
I help him off Penelope.
But
try to find something to clean off his fur because he's disgusting right now.
Oh yeah. He's a dirty little mud pony.
And
still just dead weight. He doesn't move.
This is the first time that he's had a full-blown episode of depression.
Silver takes a little bit of time before he goes to bed to help wash himself and Butters off. Mm-hmm. And then he lays down beside Butters and goes a wing over him again and snuggles to bed.
Once again, the breezes come up. Oh, the butters understands them. Yep. And they fly off. Keeping those constant things. And you always have that constant lurking creature. Always on the, like, peripheral, right? Have that creepy tentacle monster. In the distance.
God damn it.
Yep. Yep.
Episode is good. Episode is slowly becoming chaotic evil.
Oh, who knows what's going on with him? Who knows?
Or at least chaotic neutral. Episode is a rogue. Without a doubt.
Who
Alright,
knows what his
navigation.
intentions are?
Here we go. Oh! Oh!
That is.
That was
close,
a 1
though.
and a 3.
Mm.
God!
Mm.
Ugh.
Mm. You're fine.
Ah.
You're fine.
I don't like that.
Go ahead and place yourselves.
I don't like how close that was. That was
I love
bad.
how close that was. That was super close.
That was terrible.
Super close.
Oh God!
You quickly
How
realize.
close are we to the town?
Right. You quickly realize that the area of which the elk had pointed you was off. He had rolled low. And unfortunately for you guys, he had directed you to the wrong location on your map. You guys are fairly confident that you are in the general direction. I need you both to roll me
It's probably
mind.
somewhere by the weird worm thing.
Did you take notes?
Butters doesn't. He's still dead weight.
Awesome.
Really? Like, oh damn, nice.
So, Butters, are you forfeiting
Is it
this
by the-
observation?
Is
Yes,
it by
he
the
is.
Alaskan bull? Is it by the
Uh,
Alaskan bullworm?
To the south, you notice something. A plume of
It's
stink
an
and
Alaskan
stench
bullworm.
is here. It bellows. Not naturally so, but some sort of wretched thing exists there.
Have I
Rolled above
been able
15.
to locate the town
Silver
at
Flare,
18?
you also notice one of those hills in the distance moves.
So there's something interesting to the north. There's something terrifying to the south. We don't know what's to the east, and we came from the west. What do I see in this direction?
Roll me mind.
Really, that 18 didn't cut it? Okay.
So was for the one thing.
Balls.
Let's see if you see the other. Yeah, it actually succeeds.
Okay, 8.
Let's see here. In the distance, you notice some ramshackled huts.
Okay,
Give you a
so
right direction. Here.
interesting to the north, town to the east, bullworm to the south,
Something's to the south.
and then
You could
nothing.
swore one of those
really-
hills to the south moved.
Oh, the hills to the south.
One of the hills
Or-
moved.
The hill. Okay, so terror to the south. Huts in the east.
Ramshackled huts.
Nothing up north then. Nothing up north then?
Go ahead and roll me one more observation to see if there is anything noticeable.
Oh, that's a wide box. I think I'm good.
That's a pretty
We
good
take
roll.
those.
You don't see anything noticeable, but in the far distance, right? I assume you're like flying up high and doing like a 360. You do notice mountains.
I'm
and
going to
volcanoes
take
to the north.
Episub with me up there. Just to be sure.
Episode can fly, right? Yeah.
I-
you can fly.
I'm just gonna like
Yeah, episode
can
can
fly
fly.
helicopters.
Okay, Butters, he
I was-
kidnaps Episub. I need you, Episub to roll
I'm
first
just-
one for the bottom. See if he notices the bottom.
What is he rolling? Sorry.
He has an upgrade dice.
For a mind or a
Serve.
buddy roll?
This would be a mind.
Am I contesting?
No, you're not contesting. Really?
Okay.
That's his mind. Okay. He
Oh
does
dang!
see
It's
it.
D6 mine. Nice.
Okay, and I need him to roll for this. over here for the east. Okay, he doesn't notice that.
Phew.
And then to the north, you see if he notices the volcanoes. Something happened. Awesome. Awesome. Cool,
Well.
cool.
right.
Well, first off, does Butter allow Epsabub to go with Silver Flare?
I mean, Butters
He
in
is still dead
mode,
weight.
So
Okay, cool.
so I bring Episub up so he doesn't try to steal the medallion while I'm gone.
He is flying
'Cause,
around you, right? During your circle around, right? He's following after you, right? And that's when you notice
We're just playing
episodes
tag,
and then he's no longer there.
and I dive back down.
Yep. Episub needs to roll me another mind, and Silver Flare needs to roll me a mind as well.
Oh, can I say that 12 earlier was that then? Because I had to roll it earlier.
So this is a different thing, right? Episub
Okay.
sees what appears to be an object to the south. He sees the mountain move.
Oh, no.
Right? The hills move. Curiously, when he looks to the north, his eyes get drawn back to the south, and he starts flying south.
Okay, I do not dive. I go after him, grab him, and pull him back down to the rest of us.
You do notice him, right? You do notice him. Go ahead and roll me. What would this be? A body? Yeah, body. As he's hovering away, trying to figure out what's going on.
Come on,
south.
kid.
Yep.
Come on. That's a very bad place to go. Come on. Phew, I'm being dragged along by Episub. I need that heart medallion so badly.
Tell me how Episub is dragging you along with him. So, I think he gets on your back, right? And starts guiding you. As you
Well, he is
it's
overgrown
just
as well.
You notice that he is much larger and fuller.
No, it's just like I grab at him and say, "Come on, we're going back." And he gives me the puppy dog eyes, and I'm just like, God
yes.
damn it.
Yes. He doesn't say anything. He just gives you that, oh. And you're like,
He can't say anything, I think.
oh, okay. I guess we can travel a little bit south.
A little bit. We are going right back.
Oh, excellent. So you guys begin to separate.
10 minutes. Understand? Episode? Episode?
After 10 minutes, you continue
can
to
go.
south.
We can go south. 10 minutes. We're going back. Understand?
I think Episode starts to try to communicate to you, right? And he starts doing it in his strange plant language, where he's waving in the air, and his little cupcake
Mind
head
to
is.
understand.
Yeah.
That's a wide box.
That's pretty good.
14.
Yeah, you're fairly confident that he's saying family.
The 3D dice. The 3D dice almost had a nat 20, and then it bounced off the top.
Nice, yeah. You're fairly confident that he says family. Or maybe loved ones, or friends, or
More of you.
family, friends, loved ones. You're not quite sure. But he continues to guide you south with his puppy
Hey.
eyes.
Wait.
Oh.
We should go back and get Butters, and that way we can all go together.
Roll me a charm as
All
you're
right.
trying to convince him. He seems very eager to head south.
Please, dice.
Okay.
Please,
Wow.
dice 3.
Wow. Are we going to have a split party
Whoa.
here? Are we going to have a split party? Oh, it's a roll off. It's a roll off.
What? There's a roll
It's
off.
3 and 3.
Please, dice. Please, dice.
Oh, get wrecked,
No!
Silver. Get wrecked. The puppy eyes dominate you, and we now have a split party. We have
I need that
Epsiba
glibness potion
and
back.
Silver Flare.
I wish I had that glibness
heading
potion.
south. I was not expecting this. Oh my goodness gracious! Split party.
I'll be right back.
Now.
I'm going to very quickly fly back and
Okay, so let's be clear.
frickin'
Are you abandoning Epsibub? To be clear, Epsibub is leaving. Right? He's saying family, friends, loved ones. I'm going this way, and you're like, I'm
going to
go back.
I'm going to tell Butters where I am going.
Okay.
I'm going to.
So he's saying if you go back
to tell the
to tell
Breezies-
Butters,
Right.
you're not going to be
Epsibub's
able
going
to
to
catch up with the
continue.
episode. The episode going to be gone. You have a
I'm a
choice.
freaking
Go back to
griffin.
Butters
I
or
go
lose
fast.
the episode.
I'm fast. I am a
But
freaking. I have
this is
I have wings
the
the
game
size of a
master.
episode.
Right.
this is the game master telling you you have two
What are you
choices:
doing?
follow episode or abandon episode and go back to Butters.
Right. So what is Silver Flare doing? So you know his intentions, right? He seems very clear. You're very confident that he's saying loved ones, friends, family, and he's pointing towards the hills that are moving.
I'm going to try one last time to talk him out of it,
Nope.
or at least tell him to
We're past
wait.
that.
I'm going to ask him to. I'm okay. I'm not going to talk him out. I'm going to try to ask him to.
To be clear,
wait, like,
he can literally drag
minutes.
you with him now if he wants to. Right? He can. He's already beat you on charm, and he's already beat you on body. He's got you. He can literally drag you along if he wants to. He's got you in that puppy-eyed headlock.
one last time.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to roll
Okay.
to convince him to give me like 5 minutes to tell Butters what we're about to do, and then
The game master just said though that you don't have that option.
I'm going to roll
so
to
this
see
is-
if I
this
can
is- just to be
obtain
clear,
that option.
This is storyline, right? There's something happening down south that has a connection with Epsibub, right? There's something happening down south with Epsibub. This is an important storyline for his pet character, right? And you're involved, Silver.
Yes, but Butters should be the one involved and not
Yeah.
me. I'm going to roll to see if I can.
So my
get
question to you is,
Butters.
He's saying you
Right.
can't do that.
my question
He's trying to
is-
tell you you can't do that.
Right. So this is what you guys can do, right? So I'm going to give you the two options. You can either go back, get Butters, and chase after Epsibub, who's going to go continue further south, or you can continue with Epsibub and find out what's going on down south, leaving Butters and the Breezies and the carts behind. So what is Silver doing? Are you going with the cupcake plant, or are you leaving the cupcake plant? Because currently he has you under his tentacles.
Silver. Silver is very torn. Silver wants to make sure Butters is safe, but Silver also wants to make sure.
So
Butters'
to be clear,
friend is
Butters
safe.
is still having a depressed episode, right?
Exactly.
All right.
This is the worst possible time.
Maybe you should have pushed poor
Literally
Epsibub
the
away.
worst possible time.
Blame the dice, man. Blame the dice. You should have rolled better. Or spend friendships of tokens. You got those. So I feel I don't feel sorry for you at all. Don't feel sorry for you at all. So what is Silver going to do? He's going to go back and tell Butters, I'm sorry, man, but your pet died.
An idea.
What's your
I
idea?
have-
Tell me your idea.
a very poor idea. I was about to say I could give him a poison joke berry to snack on and just live with the consequences so I have time. Buy time with poison joke. No, not going to. It's a terrible plan.
That is.
That is the worst possible plan.
Not only am I going to push you away, I'm going to shove poison down your throat. Poison joke down your throat.
Just buy myself time. I can try to chase after him. I am a very fast flyer-ish. I have
cha-cha choices. Never split the party. I know what I do, but what does Silver Flare do?
at the first sign of danger come back. Understand?
I think we get like the obvious no. Friends, family, loved ones. Once again, he repeats that to you. And once again, he gives you those sad, puppy-eyed cupcake eyes, and you melt before his cha-cha-charm. Wow, I love these quirks. Oh, I love these quirks.
Why do the dice fuck me in every session?
You guys were rolling great. What's he rolling against you? A die 6?
Yeah, the one time it's important.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked.
The one time it's important, the dice fuck me. Every time.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, Silver Flare. Make a choice. You're holding up the game.
I take one poison joke berry and give it to him. Do not eat this. Give it to anything that tries to threaten you.
I think it nods in appreciation. Butters, make sure that he
Do
obtains
not eat this.
one poison joke berry. Put that in his inventory. Are you abandoning him, Silver Flare? Are you done with him? What are you doing?
We are one party.
Awesome.
I'm not leaving Depression Butter alone. This man is going to get eaten alive.
Epsabub, fly off into the fog. Tell me how you return to the camp without Epsabub.
Silver's still stuffing his poison joke pot back into his saddlebags. And he sits down back beside Butters.
As he lands, Butters, just in slow motion, starts falling off the side of the cart and falls back into the mud.
Whoop. I've laid down beside him on the cart, so he falls onto me.
I think we get breezy's holding these sticks, right? Trying to hold the depressed Butters up, trying to brace him, right? Trying to brace him from not falling on the mansion, right? That he built for him. It's no,
God.
lug and don't fall backwards. They're poking him literally with sticks, trying to
just pushing
brace him off. Yep.
They're just pushing him off onto me. Just,
Ooh.
Ow. I deserved that. Ow. I will lay against the cart, so Butters is still laying against that.
Butters sighs and blows part of his hair aside.
Epsabub has told me that he has found family to the south.
Butters begins to lump more.
I tried to make sure that he was as safe as I could make him without
Try to convince him, try to wrestle him. Fine, I was like, here, just take this with you.
yeah, just I did all I could.
The die 6 was too powerful,
He
too
was-
strong.
I did all I could, and he was hell's bent on getting to his family. Who am I to stop him?
You get no response.
This
He's
must
grown
really
up.
be sad,
It's-
right? Super depressing.
He's
One of
grown
your
up. I feel it's time that he gets out in the world, I suppose. He seems to be grown up enough. He's gotten rather big. But that plan's a tough one. We'll see him again. I'm sure of it. Are you ready to keep going? Did I cut out, or are
No,
you
no,
just...
you're fine. I'm just waiting for a response.
You don't
I'm-
get
I'm-
any
I'm
response.
Want this long, awkward silence to actually exist. Right. But it is this...
In Silver's head, he's just like, "You're just complicating things more, Butters, please." But like out loud,
Butters,
he's just,
please help me out, man. Help me out.
"Please, actually, be a active
Participate.
thing."
I need your
Like,
help,
seriously.
man.
But-
No.
But like externally,
Objectively, all you're telling is that I'm abandoning your pet. It'll be better off without you. Get better because I need you to move.
God damn it.
That's true. Damn it, it is true. I do need you to move. So this is a bit of a serious scene, right? Every show has like a serious scene, right? Like Twilight had during the movie, right? Where she runs off and Spike chases after her, right? Who knows what will happen tonight?
We can
Butters.
rest here now.
Yawns
For
and starts to snore.
Let's go to sleep.
That sounds like a yes. I will hoist him back onto / into Penelope as gently as I can.
Who is now covered in mud. Just so that we all get the visual.
No. He
Penelope is
I
covered
made
in
sure
mud
that he
from
fell
various-
on me. He fell on me.
Or
I'm
I'm saying
covered
that
in mud. You are on.
the cart
You fell on.
from various things is covered in. And he is probably still partially, like half of his body is still probably covered in mud from when he laid down.
No,
He wasn't
I
helping Silver
spent-
out at all.
To be clear, you're in the marshes now. Everything is covered in mud now.
So Silver spent time last night cleaning the both of us off before going to bed. And then I deliberately said that.
It's a new day of travel.
Yes, and Silver and Butters has been in the cart the whole day. So
That makes sense.
he's clean, and he fell on me. I'm the one who's dirty.
And now he's dirty. Everybody's dirty again. It's the marsh, man. Everything's dirty. Everything's dirty.
Everyone's dirty except for Butters right now.
Oh, the breezies. The breezes can fly. They ain't going to touch me.
And the breezies were clean.
Yeah.
I could probably just sort of
By the way-
hitch the cart to myself and just fly.
Their mud bath is going. Just to be clear, their little miniature
What
mud
did you
bath.
say?
Their little miniature mud bath.
Their
is
mud
going.
bath is
Yep.
going. So their mud bath has been occasionally splashing onto Butters as
Yep.
the
God
carts
dang it.
traveling.
They have like a little mud bath pool out back with their unsatisfactory mansion. What are you guys doing? Night approaches.
Well, we didn't really do much during the day. It was just me losing Yep a sub.
Yep.
Was able
Well, you
to
scouted. Yep. You saw something to
Oh,
the
it was
south.
scouting. That's what I did.
There was an area over here, small shacks. And then to the north, you saw volcanic mountains. What do you guys do that night?
Silver will push himself to try and make something to cheer Butters up.
Sure. An upper.
Oh, wait, night navigation.
Yep. Oh, I want this one.
Thank
20,
you. That's a white
20.
box. I'll take those. 19.
That's fine.
You can take
Everything's
those.
fine. You can't get a crit success. Come on now.
No, save the crit successes for the Mind Medallion dice. Do it.
Yeah.
I would like to combine the use of my party kit and my alchemy skills to make some kind of party-themed concoction. Like, think the party cannon, but as, like, some kind of explosive potion.
And what is your objective?
Something to, cheer Butters out of his slump.
Excellent. Go ahead and how are you doing this? Tell me how you're doing this.
He's taking various elements of his party kit and working through the night to try to find some way to make them special for Butters.
Excellent.
I don't freaking know. Alchemy. I'm just alchemically doing things. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Okay. So what is it that you're doing that you don't know that you're doing, but you succeeded at doing?
I don't know. Just something to cheer Butters up. I don't know.
Butters, help us out here. What would be something that would help Butters cheer up? Help us out. Hunk Papa. What would it
Seriously,
be?
like
that...
I am.
Yep.
I
Ow.
don't know anything alchemically, but I'm sure if you just threw him a
Yeah,
party,
like,
that might help. I don't know what you can
Party in a
make
bottle.
alchemically.
Party in a bottle. You remember Cloud with the Chance of Meatballs 2? Party in a box? That.
How about this? Why don't you make what you know how those like parties in a bottle, right? So what do you do instead of a ship in a bottle? You literally give him a party in a bottle, which is like a little diorama inside of a bottle, right? Like,
It's
hey,
just
man,
straight up a
here's a party
mini party in the
inside of a bottle I made just for you. All right? Was that something that would
works.
make Butters cheer up?
A
Party in a bottle?
I was thinking like the party in a box. I was thinking party in a box from Cloud with the Chance of Meatballs 2.
So tell me what you're doing. What is Silver doing? That's my 2 cents.
I
What's
mean,
Silver
I
doing?
do not mind the party in a bottle idea. That's a great idea. I'm gonna do that.
Okay,
That's
all right.
perfect.
How are you presenting
I
it?
feel like that'd be more of a Talons. I think that'd be more of a Talons roll. Actually, let me see if
Sure.
I net 20 this.
Sure. That's better than the last time.
14 is better
Yeah.
at least.
So this is a
This
pretty
is
good.
like dexterously making
yeah.
little figures out of party materials.
I think you got.
And then the next day, I'm gonna put downgrades on everything. Actually, hold on.
Yep. You're going to be exhausted.
I'm a sleepy boy. I did that all night.
Yeah. And how are you presenting this to Butters?
Wait, I have 2 downgrades on my flying. I forgot. I have armor.
Ooh. Exhaustion is one of those bad things. Also, your mind, too.
You can always refit the armor back onto the wooden ponies, too.
First of all, before I even roll daytime navigation,
Well,
Butters
first,
wakes up to an exhausted Silver, giving him a little lopsided, exhausted grin, and gently passes him the party in a bottle.
what does Butters do?
Think this might come down to a roll-off.
Oh, God.
Give me a charm from Silver with an upgraded die.
Because you're giving him a gift.
My charm is a D8 even with the upgrade.
Because
Because I have downgrades on everything.
Oh, it's a crit! Oh!
We take those.
Oh. Still not bad. It's a crit, though.
I got
So
the
it's
crit.
your call, Lucan. Does the crit definitely beat out an eye?
I would say so. I mean, it's a present. It's a gift. It's comedy, right? And with comedy
it's a
comes
present
tragedy.
that literally just frickin' cost me all of my good rolls for the rest of the session, probably.
So
Or at least my
I would
halfway
say
decent
yes.
ones.
Right. Depression varies greatly from individual to individual. Butters, you're no longer in your little stupor, right? Although that ever nagging sensation of darkness always looms there. Perhaps it will rear its ugly head soon enough.
Oh, here we go. Discord died on me for a sec.
Butters sighs at the gift. He kind of nods to Silver. He starts to slowly pick himself up. He's a little wobbly at first because he hasn't moved in days.
2 days. Yeah.
This is true. Yeah.
After he gets his strength back.
I support him as best as I can to help him back up. And then
You notice now that he's standing up, his eye that he poked is a little swollen and red still.
Ouch.
so
He pulls out the
oh,
pillow
all
and the
better.
blanket from underneath the cart, throws it on top for
No, I'm alright. I can at least make it through the day. All better.
He pushes his hair forward as he gets a determined look on his face. He pulls out the telescope and starts making his way towards the south.
Silver will walk along with him.
Oh, interesting.
That's where Episode disappeared to, right? Was the south?
That is true. I need
Yes.
a navigation roll. Who's doing the navigation
On it.
roll?
On it. Even with D12s, I'm better than you are in navigation.
I just rolled with a D12 for the navigation.
Oh right.
You need it. Silver needs to sleep.
Silver, he's telling you to go to sleep. And Butters takes the mantle of the wagon. Go ahead and place yourself, Butters, as we adventure forth.
All right.
Place yourself, Butters.
Sleep.
Excellent.
That's too far. Hold on.
That's too far, yeah.
There we go.
Excellent. The wet dampness clings to the wagon wheels as you roll along on the side of the river. You notice in the distance that the muck and mud continues to cling to you. I need you to roll me another mind. I don't think Butters saw the massive mountains moving in the distance. Oh, now he
an
does.
Alaskan bullworm.
Okay, all right. You saw exactly what Silver Flare saw. In the distance, you see a massive hill move. It's the briefest of moments. It goes up and then down, and then it doesn't move anymore.
He's going to keep note of that and start traveling towards it, since he's assuming that that's where Yipasub is traveling.
Excellent. The day passes by uneventfully. What do you guys do? Well, I assume Silver Flare sleeps.
We
right?
sleep. Night navigation.
Butters.
Butter's doing.
I'm gonna take off my downgrades. Oh god,
Butters is going
Wrong
to
button.
spend one charge of his Tinker ability to try to fix the modification on the mansion for the breach.
Excellent. It happens. Because that's how it works. They're quite content. Go ahead, roll me once again a charm to see if they like it with an upgrade. See if they enjoy it now. Or do they want more stuff? They want more modifications. No, they're quite content with it. They've seen how depressed you were over the modifications last time. They're like, okay, all right, well, we're cool now. We're cool. It took you 2 days just to do this. What type of handy pony are you?
Butters
Just-
looks down at the mud and sighs.
Silver just glaring, just like he wakes up for like have a second just to glare at them.
"Urgh." And
He
they
just
don't-
hears the tone, wakes up, just
They are
Falls back
quite
asleep.
content. Right, they're quite content. Anything else, Butters?
No, that's what he does for the day.
Excellent. Night approaches. What
oh
do you
wait,
guys
that was
do?
the night though.
Yeah,
that
was
was-
No,
the
that
night.
was the day.
that was one move.
Oh, that was the day then. Okay. Well, night navigation.
Excellent. You guys
Yeah.
find the
18.
safe place. Tell me about the
I
safe
saw
place.
20 on the 3D dice and I got scared.
Yeah, yeah.
Silver wakes up just long enough to be able to point out another relatively dry, rocky outcropping,
So,
and then when we get there, he falls back asleep.
excellent. Butters, you doing anything special that night? You going to be doing jumping jacks, running around, and seeing where Epsbub is?
He's going to. He's going to just quickly climb to the top of Pastel Gigante for a better vantage and try to look around for it. Yep.
Sure. Go ahead, roll me a.
Don't forget the telescope.
Yep. Roll me a mind as you're glancing around.
You're getting the hang of that
Let's
thing,
see.
man.
Epsub's only about 2 days ahead of you guys, right? Yeah, you see him. You see he appears to be 2 days away. Heading towards what appears to be that big, massive mountain. That moving mountain. Who knows? That's weird. It's crazy. You've got living plants and cupcakes, and who knows what's next.
Butters thinks he knows why he's going that way, but he's quite curious to find out why.
That's a good question. Does Silver Flare tell him?
I
The reasoning.
told him when he was in his depression mode. He said he found his family and went off to go find it. To go meet
He's
them.
still curious as to why the worm is family.
But
so- He's curious as to what we're going to find when we catch up to the episode.
the next day, Silver will wake up and stretch and give a little smile to Butters. All's well?
Butters points towards the south.
Go ahead and roll me a
I
mind,
thought
Silver, to
not.
see if you see. It does. If you
All's
crit
well?
this, I will tell you
Point.
exactly what you see.
I thought not.
As you get closer and closer to your death.
That's a very thin box. I'm scared. That's a 4.
It's
I'm
exceptionally
still
foggy.
stretching.
It's exceptionally foggy today. You don't see anything of note. Maybe the hills were moving the other day. Maybe it's not. Who knows?
Did I activate the medallion on accident? What was that?
Maybe it's all an
Ugh.
illusion. Maybe it's the
Alright, on we
swamp
go.
that's getting to you.
Ooh. Okay, let's go.
Okay, go ahead and roll me navigation.
Navigation.
Yes!
Oh, no.
Yes!
Oh, no.
Yes!
Well,
At least
bright
Butters
side.
isn't
Getting
just
closer.
being dragged along.
Excellent.
Bright side, we're getting closer.
Excellent. Okay, shift you over.
Oh, no.
Oops. Nope. Keep going.
Whoop. Why was Jack's spot on the frickin' banana bridge? What?
They had traveled with you, if you recall.
Not to the banana bridge, right? Was that?
Yeah, they were with you on
No, I
that.
think it was just Butters and Silver on the banana bridge.
No,
Yeah.
the crew were part.
Excellent. Go ahead and place yourself within the red area. Make sure everyone is there.
Everyone but the boy. The small boy. Oh, Pastel needs to be a big boy.
I need everyone to roll me mind.
It's a white box. 11.
Excellent.
Nat 20 stuff, calling it.
Interesting. Okay. You guys notice her before she notices you. I need you guys to both roll me mind.
Err.
Oops.
Wait, mind again? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
To
is
identify
see
first
who
most.
knows. Yep.
See, now
Oh,
it's
God.
to identify.
Oh god, my roll 20 sheet blood.
Excellent. On a log, you notice what appears to be a fish-like horse creature resting. It seems to be just laying there on what appears to be
If that was the
moss-covered
Okay.
growth.
Does
It seems
it
about,
look like
about your
the-
size.
Does it look like the siren that we had seen previously?
Yes. Only this creature is much smaller.
I don't like this.
Butters shrugs and walks forward.
Oh boy.
How are you walking? How are you approaching this? Because to be clear, you noticed her before she noticed both of you. So she seems to be just like relaxing, right, on this log. I think she has like a hoof over her head, right? She's just like laying there on a log. By the way, this is the first swamp-like creature that you've seen here.
They don't. This one doesn't match the description of the other ponies we were looking for.
I'll make it bigger so you can
No,
have a
it
look.
doesn't.
See, this is what she looks like.
Yeah, that's either
What you guys
that's
roll?
either a hippocampus or a siren.
Butters got an 8 for his mind to identify what it is.
I got a 5. I got a 5.
Butters, you're fairly confident that this is a kelpie.
Oh.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any reason to doubt someone he hasn't met before. So he's going to approach rather casually.
Interesting. Do you let yourself be known?
Silver's going to flap a little higher
He
in the
pulls out
air.
his ukulele, and he does let himself be known. He's not going to play anything, but he has it ready, and he's just going to casually walk towards the creature.
Excellent.
Silver's gonna fly up a little bit higher, so he's a little more out of sight, blends in with the occasional cloud.
Okay. And Silver, you ran pretty good on your mind. Yep. So you clearly see her. From above, you notice her long fish-like tail bottom end. You notice her hoof-like feet up top. I think this is where she notices you, right? And she looks up
I'm
at
being
you, right?
a sneaky burb.
Okay.
I'm being a sneaky
You're
burb.
being stealthy. Butters is not being stealthy, right?
Butters is not.
Okay. So this is when she notices Butters, right? As he puts a hoof into the mud and then he splashes and echoes throughout the swamp, right? She blinks, right? And she shrinks and she falls behind the log and she says, "Who goes there? Who dares enter my swamp?"
Butters lifts a muddy hoof up and waves it hello at her, shaking mud a little.
Somebody wants.
"Who do you serve, strangers? Who do you serve?"
He looks around, trying to figure out how to explain it best. And he ends up just blurting out Misty.
Yeah. Whoa, you actually said it before I was about to say Silver comes down and says it, but that works too.
Roll me charm.
But yes, Silver will lower himself down eventually and land on this thing. This little log thing.
Well, hold on. Why don't you see how she reacts to Butters before you go showing up?
Did you roll a 15?
All right.
I did roll a 15 charm.
He rolled a 15.
Awesome.
Holy cow.
Butters.
Ooh.
You feel like you're being pulled toward her, right? Tell me how, what do you have in your hooves?
Ukulele. He has a ukulele in his hooves.
You kind of toss the ukulele and stuff back into the cart back here. And you seem to be enthralled by this creature, right?
As I look overhead, do I see a crystal on it? Like a ruby?
Go ahead and roll me a mind. Well, it's a perception. It's definitely perception, so it's definitely a mind.
So it's mine, yeah.
That's
a 15.
There
We
is
take
no
those.
ruby or any gems that are associated with this creature.
So nothing like the siren, but similarly entrancing. This is.
Butters starts to casually walk forward.
So she sees you, Butters, right? And she slides off her log, right? She just crawls towards you on her two hooves, and she just swims where she dives in and out, and she's like, "It's been a long time since the servants of Misty's have graced us with their presence. What is your name, stranger?" And I think she comes up to you, right? And Butters, this is when you notice her sharp canines, her sharp teeth. And I think this is where she
circling overhead.
Wipes the mud off of you, but it just kind of gets more mud on you, right?
He looks
touch
over
is-
and he kind of gently nudges the mud off of his cutie mark to show her his cutie mark.
Oh my. I haven't seen a pony like you in a long time. Usually they are outsiders and are forbidden in these swamps. I'm surprised the worm hasn't gotten you. I think she starts climbing in the back of the wagon, right? She starts going through it, and the breezies fly off, right? As she's shoo shoo, and she hisses at
Silver
them,
will circle in and land.
Are you letting yourself known, Silver? Roll me a charm.
Probably.
Roll me a charm, Silver.
Damn it. Damn it, almost a crit.
Oh, well, almost. Almost. So she begins looking
These
through
damn
your
dice
items.
hate me today.
Butters attempts to gently stop her.
Hey.
You view her as a
No,
close friend
this-
and ally. Would
Oh,
you stop
okay.
Silver Flare from going through your stuff?
It's Butters, probably.
Well, I mean, technically.
He doesn't like people touching his stuff.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Roll me
yeah.
a charm.
I think we're both pretty protective about our own stuff. Especially Butters.
Okay, that's good.
Holy,
What?
really?
Butters.
What is this?
Butters.
It's
Tell
his,
me
he's using his
how-
tokens of darkness.
I haven't even begun to use my tokens of darkness. Butters, tell me how you take off your necklace and hand it to her. To show her your awesome medallion.
Maybe she knows more about it than he does.
Yeah. I mean, she could. She, like, looks at it, right? And she, like, paws it at her muddy hooves, and she says, "Oh, you are servants of Misty. Oh, my."
Can
He puts it back on after she's had a chance.
She doesn't take it from you. She just, like, looks at it, and she, like, rubs it, like, "Oh, my. The heart believes in this one."
I'm
She
gonna get
glances
some
over
later.
at you, Silverflare, and she says,
I don't have it on.
"Okay, where is that at, by the way?"
In
What
my
is your
saddlebags, and I'm
In
just
your
like,
saddlebag,
even
alright.
close friends, I'm not letting you touch my saddlebags. That's
So currently,
personal
she returns her attention to the wagon. Right, she returns her attention. She says, "You guys have been traveling far and wide. I'm surprised that you haven't gone to Misty's Spirit. It's to the northeast of here. Why are you traveling
Butters,
south?"
We had an idea, but Butter's friend left, and we are searching for him.
Oh, there's more of you. Tell me about your friend. Perhaps
Well,
I have
it's-
seen them.
He's more Butter's friend than mine. He's intriguing.
Oh my. More
Uh,
intriguing
Butter-
than this one.
You
Butters goes trying to describe it. He points to a bush growing out of the swamp.
like
And then he points to the purple on the makeup for Jangle.
at the same time, Silver's just like, it's a bush that Butters had carved into looking like a pie, and then fed bits of carnivorous cupcake.
Oh.
That sounds
At
very
the mention
weird
of
when I
the
say that out loud.
cupcake.
Yeah.
At the mention of the cupcake, Butters' mouth starts to uncontrollably water.
Yeah.
He's just kind of slightly trying to brush it off.
Drools. Just drools. Oh, the cupcake.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen any of those. However, it sounds like some of the creatures that were in... Where was that? It was an old town. What was that called?
Cake Town.
No, you're heading to Cake Town.
Yes, I realized.
Marisol. Oh, yes.
Oh,
One of Misty's creations, but it sounds different. Of course, we've all
that's
changed,
very.
haven't
That's
we?
very hypocritical. The
Uh,
cakes in
Butters
Marisol and
asks
the exotic
its
things in
name since we're good friends. He asks
Cake. Oh yeah.
what's
You've been
Oh,
so
I'm
nice.
no
What's your
one
name?
important. I'm just the witch here.
Well, don't put yourself.
I think
down
she,
like
like,
that, man.
rubs underneath your chin, Butters, right? As you're like, "What's your name?" And she says, "Names have such powerful properties on witches."
Butters nods, and after she moves her hand away, he just kind of scratches under his.
I think there's like a big old mud clump, right? That gives you like a little mud
gross.
clump. Yep. And she like slides into the swamp
Gross.
again, right? And she says, "Well, strangers, if your friend went south, there's no doubt that she will your cupcake will end up into the dangerous maw of the landworm."
Well, I had a feeling that would happen, so I gave him something to protect himself.
What did you give him?
A little something I've been growing.
Butters turns to look at Silver, also confused.
Where's your turquoise dragon pendant?
Oh, it's
We
a
have
pendant?
someone here who claims to be magical. We might be able to get some information. And they're our good friend,
that's-
our good swamp witch
fair.
buddy.
Well, it's unimportant as of now. Unless
Oh,
he
yeah.
is facing something dangerous, in which case it will be
Oh, I'm
important. But
so sorry that your friend is probably already dead.
there's no way he is. He's a tough little bush. Hmm.
She like smiles and
I-
giggles at this, right?
You claim to have mystical abilities, yes?
Oh, did I now?
Well, it's you claim to be a witch, so
Yes. Yes, I
I-
did.
have an item that I would like you to appraise really quick. I've learned through some shenanigans that I do not wish to explain.
Butters behind him as he
That's-
explains this makes like a motion with his hoofs like he's on fire and burning.
Shut up, Butters.
He like acts like he's licking his hoof and goes "Tss" when he touches Silver.
Well, screw you too. Yes. I
Friends. We're all friends here.
my magical items seem to have caught fire, and in the meanwhile I learned that 2 items in particular that I did not know where magical are. And I was wondering if you could tell me what exactly they can do.
Of course. But of course, I want something
And
in return.
Depends on the payment. What is it?
I want a kiss.
Flushing bird. Like, have you ever seen a bird blush? This is a thing that's happening. This is
Butters
a little fast.
pulls out some of his makeup, some of his red makeup, and he starts putting it, like acting like he offers it to Silver
Oh god.
to put on lipstick.
Well, she's not ugly. To be clear, she's not ugly. As
No,
a
it's
matter
for
of fact,
Silver.
No.
It's for Silver to.
Oh,
to look
okay.
better.
All right. Oh my god.
It's for Silver to put on
Oh my
makeup.
god. Silver with the lipstick. But no, Silver just like looks at it, just like blushing bird. This is a little quick.
So lonely in the swamps.
But it's just slowly like
I can
shaking
see
up
that.
and down.
He's just like drawing it on me while I'm talking. Would
Like
that need
any
a
good
body
friend would
roll?
do. Any good friend would do.
Would that need a body roll? Would that be like a tested
No,
body?
no, I don't know. Does
To
Silver
put
allow it to
lipstick
happen?
on my
does,
face?
does Silver
I
allow this to
don't
happen?
quite
I don't
like.
know.
I don't know if lipstick would work
I
very well on a
think-
beak, anyways. And I'm just like,
I
don't
think
really want
Silver's
this.
just kind of stunned, and Butters is just like, okay. He's putting the makeup on.
Oh my god. HP, I love you sometime. This is so stupid. I think it'd still have to be a body roll to see how dexterously you can do it.
I mean, have you seen his other clown makeups? It's not going to be pretty makeup. It's going to be clown makeup.
Oh no!
Big old
No.
lips. Yeah, big old clown lips.
Big old
Big lips.
lips.
Yeah,
Big old clown lips on my beak. On my
He has a lots of experience with me.
But on a griffin?
So what do you do, Silver Flare?
I mean, he can draw it on a coconut cannon. I think he can figure out a griffin beak.
You know the price.
I
You
mean,
know
the coconut gun.
price.
I don't know what to say.
Like very embarrassed bird noises. Very embarrassed and hesitant bird noises. Someone don't know how to react to this shit.
I think she just like slinks back into the wagon, right? As she continues to go through yourself, as you guys are playing with makeup, right? She doesn't pay any attention or is like unfazed by your ridiculousness.
Butters,
right?
can you please not?
Butters stops for a moment. He puts his hoofs up and he nods and he starts trying to tussle the feathers on top of
Some of
Silver's
that
hair. Give him a better
got in
hairstyle.
my beak. Some of that got in my beak. That was disgusting.
Butters shrugs as he keeps trying to fix up
Now it
your
tastes like
Silver's
wax.
hair.
She growls a little bit at
Can
us
I-
and she says, "Who
I
are you
can
calling
do my
disgusting?"
Feathers. I will taste disgusting because this man put wax in my mouth. Or whatever the hell lipstick's made out of, I'm not
Butters
sure.
shook his head. No, it's not wax, by the way.
Whatever lipstick is made of, I'm not sure.
You don't
I
want to
don't
know.
do makeup.
There was a bat cave
Some
not too
weird
long
shit.
ago.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's quite resourceful.
Silver will do a little swallow.
Alright.
She puckers up.
I
I think she like
Butters.
leans on the back of the wagon.
I
and
think
puckers
Butters
up,
just
right?
shoves me.
Well,
just shoves
Butters
me.
puts his hooves up like he's framing a photo, waiting.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me charm, Silver, as
Oh my
you
God.
are. Oh wow.
I can't beat that. Oh, I got the crit.
Oh, it's crit. Keep rolling.
It's I don't know what it said. I don't know what it's for. Got an 8. Damn.
Well, if she was hostile, she could take you boys anywhere she wanted to. But currently,
She could.
she's by
rolling
far the
20s
superior kisser.
against
Yeah.
freaking.
She's the
20.
superior kisser in this. I think she leans you back, right? Not you swoo her, she swoos you, and I think we get little kelpies.
Yes, Silver is very much. Yeah.
Swimming
Silver is confused. It
Right.
hurt herself in its confusion.
Silver, I need you to present your item as she examines it.
After the kiss, you hear a click
Uh-huh.
from Butters, and he starts rummaging through his cart for something.
Silver goes wide-eyed and just glares at Butter.
I don't see any cameras. Butters, there's no cameras. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I
All
will
right. What are you presenting her?
take out the turquoise dragon.
Excellent.
I would like these back, please.
I'm just like stuttering every word. Just
I would like these back after.
She says, "We're all friends here. I'll only tell you a little bit, because that was but a tease.
Yes, sir.
I shall tease you
Oh.
as well. This item might help you in the couple of days to come. You need to work on your kissing game."
Butters
She
nods,
shows you.
and he points to one of the dummies, one of the tinker ponies that he can practice.
what is your piece of gold?
We turn Silver
I'm
into
dead.
a proper griffin.
I think
What is this?
she whispers her sweet secrets
I
into your
think she
ears.
just influenced. I think she just influenced what stat up I'm taking next. Apparently,
She begins to swim away and tells you that's not all it can do.
Butters
Impress me next time, and I might tell you more.
Butters pulls out a bracelet of streamers, and he gives one to Silver, actually gives two to Silver, and he points towards the hippogriff who's floating away. Or the Kelpie who's floating away. Yeah.
Silver kind of looks at them, smirks, gives one back to Butters, and walks over to her. Butters was too shy to tell you, but he wanted to give you this.
Butters shakes
What did you give her?
his head. No, it's supposed to be Silver is giving it to you. He's being your wingman.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what is it that you
Butters
give
is
her.
being your wing.
It's
Yeah, what are you
getting
giving her?
back for all the what the hell's
It's
going on.
a bracelet made out of
Hey.
streamers.
No,
Bracelets.
but nah. Like, omit that. Silver's not in the mindset to do that. He will look at them and just, all right, walk over. This probably won't last long in the swamp, but
Butters sighs. He walks over and ties the other bracelet onto Silver's claws. And walks back.
It was good to meet you, Miss.
Just
It's-
call me
Is there at least something I
the
can?
Swamp
Is
Witch.
something I can? Well, that's
In the background, Butters is just waving his muddy hoof everywhere.
She smiles, and I think she winks at you, right? As you are totally enthralled with her. Right?
meek little boy will always be his son.
She's got you boys wrapped around her little hoof.
Hoof.
Yeah.
Her little.
Butters
fanger.
is going to start going through his cart and make sure he still has everything.
It appears so. You gave no gifts to your
appears
old
so.
friend, the
Okay.
Swamp Witch.
But Butters did. He feels like he gave them moments that they will not forget.
Forever, yeah.
Silver low-key wants to forget. What was that? What was that encounter, Lucan?
I don't know, you
Yeah,
tell me.
Butters has a goal. He can get Silver ready for his new lady friend.
What was that encounter?
Hmm? You guys didn't succeed. You guys didn't charm her. She charmed
Freaking-
you.
Oh God, you just
Freaking
got
20s
crashed on roll
on
20.
20 on 20
Yeah,
roll, and you
those
got two
20s
nats
were
in a row
Stupid.
Get wrecked, boys.
against a 15 and an 18.
Get wrecked. You haven't even fought a good challenge yet.
We can't even use tokens of friendship, tokens of darkness. If we could use friendship to darkness, like if we could make you reroll with our friendship tokens, I feel like we'd be using a lot more.
It's not how it works. Not how it works.
In all honesty, that might even get you more frickin'
Tokens.
darkness tokens if we had the extra option to nerf you with
I'm
them.
back. There we go.
Because you roll like a god.
I mean, this normally doesn't happen. Just to be clear, this normally doesn't happen.
I don't know
That is
what
the end
hell that encounter was, but that was a
of
thing.
that. You met somebody important.
Well, I think
Well,
she just
maybe.
influenced what my next stat upgrade is gonna be.
Kissing? Special talent
Charm.
kissing? Oh, okay. all right.
Just charm.
I'm a kisser. Not a fighter or a lover.
Any-
I'm a kisser.
I can't. That's what a lover is.
I do think that should be your next main skill. She told you you need to brush
Lover,
up.
not a
and she's a
fighter.
good
Work on your
friend.
kissing.
You need
Lover,
to,
not a
you need to get a
fighter.
kissing.
Oh, dang it.
You need to
God,
grab the
no.
kissing skill.
I'm gonna up charm instead of body. That's all she's gonna get from me.
But she was your good friend. She could have been your first kiss,
She was your friend, man.
and
was
she
your friend.
promised more.
She
She didn't promise more.
incredibly scary to
She'd tell you
Silver.
more. She'd tell you more.
Silver was very concerned and scared.
Oh, she could have had her way with you boys. Could have had her way with you.
She damn near did.
She critted on Butters twice, so she's a good friend. A lifelong friend.
I think he's more her wingman than my wingman.
She just wanted
I
a
mean,
kiss.
it's all the same. We're all friends there.
God, what was that encounter?
Not all counters have to be dangerous and deadly.
What?
She actually
was
helped you out.
that, though?
Maybe it was something that you said. Maybe it wasn't. Who knows?
Seriously, what was that?
It was a kelpie. A
I'm
swamp
incredibly confused.
I thought it was good. Anyways, what are we doing for the rest of the day?
witch. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Oh,
That
God.
was interesting.
Glibness potion. I need those.
Yes, you do.
I need the glibness back. I need my glibness. I need glibness really badly. I need that back. That's a small number. That's an 8. That's an 8.
Yeah,
We
you
take those,
succeeded.
at least.
What was it
Glibness
in the
potion.
glibness? I think it was alcohol, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was booze.
Oh yeah, it was,
Yeah,
it was this.
pretty sure it was.
Liquid
It was liquefied
Liquid luck.
courage. Yep, liquefied
Liquid
courage.
courage, yes. Liquid courage. Here we go. Let's do this.
Watch.
D4 of liquid courage. I believe. 4. We take those.
Awesome. So I think you have to sensitize this, right? So I think you used your honeysuckle, right, and distilled that into alcohol, right? And then from that alcohol, you made the potions. I think that's what it was, right?
No, I just.
You really need
I
to
don't know
write
where
down
the hell
your
I got alcohol
ingredients.
from. I really do. I don't know
It
where
was
I got.
back.
I don't know where the hell I got alcohol from.
You had trees. There was booze. I think you were like fermenting something.
I don't know. Didn't I
Butters
use
is
honey?
going to.
I used like honey and booze.
Yeah. Honey ale, I believe.
Butters
Maybe
is going
that's
to.
the 5e campaign. Honey ale is definitely the Age of Lemuria stuff.
It is.
Get drunk. Yep, get drunk. Potential. It's a health potion, but there's a 50-50 chance of you getting intoxicated. Yep.
It's just a glibness. It's just freaking glibness potion
No,
is
no,
just.
it's a health potion with a chance of getting intoxicated.
Yeah,
For the
no,
day, Butters is going to
frickin-
try to bake some more rosehip pies.
Okay, go ahead
Oof.
and roll it.
That was.
That's a crit.
Interesting. That's a crit.
Okay, so
Yo.
it's an upgrade die, so it's a die 6, right? And then is there something else special happens here? Oh shit! Yeah, congratulations,
that's
you
a crit on
got
the D6.
yeah.
That's a lot of pies out of one use of.
Okay, so
Yeah,
where
you
was
find like a whole
that
bunch
during
of them.
the encounter?
I think the witch gives you some, right? Or the witch points you in the right direction. She's like, "Do you know where I can get
Right
some rose
side.
hips?" And she's like,
Right side
"Here."
of that nat 20. We were able to make some good time on catching up to the episode because of the 2-space movement.
No,
Regret.
that was not the. So this is you guys doing your normal shindig, right? You have to have a
I know, but
navigation.
but we got a crit, and
Yeah,
but
you do
the
get to
crit on
move twice.
navigation doubles movement.
That is
you
true.
said.
You do
Yeah.
get to move twice. Yes.
So that gives us some good time on catching up to the episode.
Yes. So go ahead and move yourself one more time.
I moved myself twice when I rolled it.
Oh, okay, okay. So this is where she's
no,
at.
no, actually, hold on. I moved down once. You moved me back
Moved
up.
once.
I think is
Okay.
the thing. Yeah,
There we go. There we go.
I moved down twice, and he moved me back up.
And then move this down. Okay, there she is. Yes. You see Epsa bub in the distance, not too far away. With your critical success, you've made good timing, right? Unfortunately, the witch didn't know where he was. But as you're like looking for rose hips and booze, you see him off in the distance. He's a day ahead of you. Oh, people DCing. I think people are DCing. No. Hello? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm not sure what happened there.
I don't know. Some spike in the connection. You started talking, and then suddenly robot.
Oh, I'm back. I'm alive.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, sorry for the technical difficulties here. So I had
That
Chrome
was
crash on me.
ridiculous.
That was kind of weird.
That was ridiculous.
I don't know what was going on there.
Some kind of connection spike.
Something happened. The NSA is watching, no doubt. NSA.
All right,
It's like,
so
wait
the
a second.
next time we pass through the sea witch, I have a glibness potion.
Swamp
So-
witch. Swamp witch.
Right? I need a name from that woman. Jesus. Or man. Sorry.
Not everyone needs a name. We know two beings that don't have names.
Still something better to call someone than Swamp Witch.
That's what you want to be called. It's rude to call people something they don't want to be called.
I'm going to call you Fred. I'm going to call you
Hey,
Fred.
Phil.
What?
You can always call her Sweetie Pie, Snookums. I mean, there's a long list of things you could call.
Silver's not the pet name kind of person. He likes actually calling them by name. Silver gets called pet names.
I mean, you could always start off strong by calling her beautiful. Might be a little too thick though for second
Maybe.
dates.
Yeah. Silver is just in every universe. Silver is always a sub. God.
All right, night approaches. What are you guys
Jesus.
doing? What are you guys doing?
Sleeping that off. Oh my god. Night navigation. Was that a night? That was a 19. God.
Awesome. Excellent.
What are my navigation rolls today? Navigation rolls are my only good rolls today.
Silver Flare, I need you to roll me a mind.
Oh god. That's a small number. That's a nat one.
So before I tell you what happens,
And a no.
would you like to use a token of friendship to re-roll that dice?
Kind of, but I won't.
So to be clear, you're accepting this one.
I don't
Well, what
want
was
to,
the-
but I realize.
What was the one for? Is that for checking his plan?
This is him sleeping that night.
Why did he need a mind to
Which
sleep?
is in my head.
So,
Oh.
yes.
Okay.
She's gonna have me come back, isn't she?
You're already there.
Crud.
Interesting enough. You don't
just
see the
sleepwalk
swamp
there.
witch. No.
Is he gonna pick up
So
the
let me set
lover
up
boy
the scene.
quirk? The lover boy quirk?
Let me set up the scene.
I think this
Uh,
functions under puppy dog eyes. Like she just like gives me the look, and I'm just like, oh.
Butters is asleep, right? And we see like this wind blow across Silver Flare, and you see like his feathers move slightly, and you know how you feel like a gentle caress, right? That's when he sees what appears to be some sort of demon-like pony in his dreams, and she says, "Come to me. I will help you." And this is all in his dream,
What?
right? But the audience sees this, right?
What?
And Silver Flare sees what appears to be this demonic-looking pony. Female, right?
What?
She has horns, bat wings. Let me get a full description of her.
Silver just kind of like steps back and just.
I think it's the 4th level. Yeah, it's the 4th level. I wasn't expecting all this. And she whispers in your ear,
I don't think any
"You
of us
belong
were.
to me. You belong to Nightmare Charm. Or Midnight Charm."
I was
And she
about
says,
to say.
she says,
I am.
come to the 4th floor of the tower. Your friends are here. Running Shadow, Silvermane, Blueberry, and Captain Jack Spot. And this is where we're going to end the episode.
Silver wakes up in a cold sweat.
No, you are still asleep.
More is happening. More is
This
happening.
All in a dream.
Dream's not over.
This is all in a dream.
What the fuck is this, Lucan?
Everybody say goodnight to the
What
audience.
are you?
Bye.
What are
She says,